Shalom, Israel. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahak Kodash, the honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. Pushing this word until the time comes where we no longer can. Shalom to the elect, man. This word is very precious, and as we can see, you have a lot of people who misinterpret it, either because they were paid to do so or because they merely don't understand and have not applied themselves to understand. All right, but just want to land back on this brother's video. The topic being Bishop Nathaniel talking about a whoremonger. I'm going to let Bishop Nathaniel speak.
And the bed undefiled.
Bed is undefiled between husband and wife.
Mm-hmm. But whoremongers.
A whoremonger is a man who sleeps from one woman to the next. You got a girlfriend, you get tired of her today, you go get a next girlfriend next week. Then you get tired of her, you get another girlfriend. That's a whoremonger. For you women, you got a man today, you get tired of him, you want the next man. Then you get tired.
And I didn't play the first part, but basically, now the first part, the bishop is correct because he says there's no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend. I didn't play that part, which he's right. There's no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend. Once you guys are to join together, right, become one flesh, that's marriage. All right, sex is marriage. All right, but basically there's no boyfriend and girlfriend. That's something that is a thing of Western culture. All right, Esau, Edom, they've pushed that low level shit on us, and now it's rampant. And now look what we have. A lot of hoes. All right, a lot of girls with a lot of boyfriends, but a man that sleeps with different women is not necessarily a whoremonger. All right, and I wanted to get a couple of scriptures to land back off this point because the bishop is mistaken. This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 8. He said, I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. Right? When a man and a woman sleep together, that's your wife. Technically, that's your wife. All right? Now, the scriptures say what they say in terms of prophecy. That wife will be a harlot in the streets. Right? The Lord gave the example of a holabah. And matter of fact, let's just get it. Because this prophecy what's going on right now. All right, this is Amos 7 and 17. Yeah, in the ancient world, there wasn't none of this girlfriend, boyfriend shit. The scriptures say, keep a sure watch over thy shameless daughter. And what you see is a lot of these young girls, especially now, they're just so terrible. And so they like it says, she will abuse herself. These young girls, they abuse themselves. Right? They literally become harlots. They literally become prostitutes. Then they jump in with this guy trying to get with this rapper. And, this place, they actually make these women famous. They give them a platform. Here, come on this show and come on this platform. And, oh, she's famous. And she ain't did shit but slept around. And, maybe been cute. Because that's what it is. It's the woman you got to be cute. An ugly whore, she's not going to get the same appeal. But a cute whore, oh my gosh. And that just goes to show you the mindset of this place. They don't look beneath the surface. Because the ugly chick who is, humble and serves her husband, the Lord holds her in a higher esteem than a beautiful woman who just is a whore. Right? Matter of fact, the scriptures say a whore envies a righteous woman. And I've seen that, man. I've seen beautiful women or whores actually envy, women who are humbler and more mild and more and serve their husband who might not have looked as good. All right, this is Amos 7:17 though. I'm gonna stick to the scriptures. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword." And that being the point. "And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land." And this land is polluted by whoredom. It's polluted by sodomy. It's polluted by bloodshed. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. All right, and our land has been cut up too. But the point being, thy wife should be a harlot in the city. And that's what we're dealing with. You get with one woman, you with her for a while, whatever. It might be the first chick. You might have got her in high school. She was a virgin. If you're lucky these days. And then, whatever happens with you, you go off to college, she goes off to college. The long-term thing, that shit don't work out. Of course, you know what happened. She met another dude while she was in a different college. Or you go to all these little stories of just giving women access to being whores. All right? And this is why women were primarily in the house, because a woman's mind is open to too much. You have a lot of fast talkers. You have a lot of dudes with a lot of money, shiny chains, big cars, and then women. Oh my God, you got the guy at work. If your woman works, he's her work husband. They at work cracking jokes and eating lunch together, and then one thing leads to another. All right, that your wife should be a harlot, and Jake, you gotta accept that, man. And the chiefest of those harlots being the black woman. You gotta accept it. All right, you gotta accept it. It says back to 1 Corinthians though, 7:10. Now let's look at the dynamic of the relationship. "And unto the married I commanded, yet not I, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband. And if she depart, let her remain unmarried." So if she leaves, she's supposed to remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. What does that word for reconcile mean? And it's the spirit. I wasn't even going to talk about marriage and all this, but hey, we have to touch on it. We have to continue to touch on it because Jake is hot. So we want to make sure that we cover all the rules and everything that the Lord set up, so we're moving righteously. Hallelujah. All right, so reconcile. 1B. Yep. Return to favor with. To receive one into favor. So the woman has to come back into favor with her husband. Now, how many of these women do that? They break up with you. Usually that's what happens. And then they leave, and then now she's with another man. She got married again. And she's not going to reconcile with you. She might hit you up later when it doesn't work out to try to, get some feelings back, but that never works. And she's not going to come back humbly because she has another man's energy on her now. And you don't want her. All right. I'm going to continue. Be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. But to the rest speak I, not to the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believe, right. So the Lord, basically, the husband and the wife, they're supposed to deal. That's why you don't rush to the sex. You have to screen the woman. Right, the woman's father or brothers or whoever, or uncle or whatever, they're supposed to screen that man, screen his family. All right, but in this kingdom, there's no screening process. The screening process is these dudes send their daughter out half naked to a little club, get with drinks or or maybe even to a bar or something, or just being out and about. And then the dude with the nicest clothes, or who she thinks is the cutest, that's the one who's gonna get her. All right, and guess what? You can you can you can discipline your wife, man. You can tell her what it is. All right, a little more. Matthew 5:32. Matthew 5:31 had been said, "Whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement." And I'm gonna get on the whoremonger thing too. So I'm just giving a little bit of further information for marriage. It says it had been said, "Whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committeth adultery." So when you put that woman away, you cause her to commit adultery. If you deal with the Israelite woman, this is why we say this is why we push heavy, man. Get with the heathen woman, get with the white woman, get with a woman of the other nations, because number one, these Israelite women are out of their minds. The magic and the sorcery of Babylon has their mind all fucked up. And Esau, of course, he allows this place is the whore that sitteth on many waters. So that spirit is just out here. The spirit of Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. The black woman being the chief representative of that spirit, and then the other tribes following behind too, of the same spirit. Now, that's why we say get with the women of the other nations, because yes, are they whores? Yes, but we want to. If you get with an Israelite woman, you're really supposed to deal. You're really supposed to try to deal. Now, like it said, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery. So you get with a woman who's been with another man, that's technically adultery. No, that's adultery. Technically it's adultery. All right. You put your wife away, she goes to get with somebody else, you cause her to commit adultery. Now, you're supposed to work it out, but in this kingdom, the shit is so fucked up, you can't work it out. They get a woman power over you, a legal authority over you. Now all of a sudden your check get cut in half. Like it's a headache, man. You're getting dragged in and out of the courtroom. I got people I work with in their 40s, 50s. They just got done paying child support. Just got finished. And then if the kid goes to college, which the woman is going to push for that, then you got to pay. You got to continue to pay. And you got to, if they move to another state, you got to go to the court in that state, which a lot of these women do that on purpose. He ain't going to come out of town to this courtroom, and then, it's messy, man. And the Israelite woman is a whore. They take full advantage of the situation. They lie. And Esau knows that they're going to do that. And that's why we say just get with a woman of the other nations and leave the black woman alone. Just be Samson. Now jump into the thing of the whoremonger, because it's in the law. All right, Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. All right, so you're not supposed to prostitute your daughter, which include, in the ancient world you had certain temples, you had temple prostitutes. That was a no-no. But you're not supposed to push for your daughter to be a whore. That's going to destroy the land. You're not supposed to push for your wife to be your sister to be a whore. You definitely don't want your wife to fall into that. All right, but like I said, we had our kingdom set up. We had our ways set up, and then we were able to keep these commandments in our land. But now that we're in strange lands, we're under strange people with strange ways. You really can't hold these women to that standard. They're really not going to understand it. All right, and that's just the reality of it, man. You could try to slap a head wrap on, and you have some women of the elect, but that head wrap, it ain't gonna. Satan is still gonna jump on her, and she's not gonna understand because she hasn't been raised up in the ways of this book, right? Not just by her parents, but just as society as a whole, holding us to accountability. There's a certain accountability when everybody around you it knows the scriptures and we all agree to keep on it, and this is the law of the land, and then there's a certain accountability when you do certain shit. All right, there's a certain social status you get. In this place, a whore has been made to be cool. But like I said, Babylon is the whore. All right, but that's the point on that. This is Revelation 21:8. It says, but the fear and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Now let's see what it says here for whoremonger. The word for is porno. It says a man who prostitutes his body to another lust for hire. Okay, let's look up the root for whoremonger, a prostitute. Now we know whore. I'm in the Oxford English Dictionary, the OED. I look up manga, to barter, trade, exchange. Right. So that's a part, that definition is a part of it. Trading or trafficking in the commodity. Yeah, and we use the 1611 King James, so you have to be familiar with Old English terminologies because you have Newspeak. There's one in the Apocrypha, Sirach 23, and oh man, I just lost it that quick. 17, all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. So this gives you a different context to a whoremonger. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. So one who traffics, one who multiplies whores, is a pimp. All right, now could the man's whore be himself? Could the man traffic himself as a whore? Yes. So that definition could apply, but generally speaking, a whoremonger is a pimp. Right, and like this scripture say, all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. Yeah, pimps, they get it anyway. They do drugs, whatever they sell. Drugs, they sell this, they sell that. What this wicked kids say? They sell pussiality, or whatever the fuck this nigga said. All right, and all you whoremongers, you pimps who have played with the scriptures, because that's a form of sorcery too. They actually read the scriptures, read the Bible, and then play around with what it means. Like they have to. So a lot of them, they actually read through the whole book, or they'll read Proverbs and Psalms, and they'll play around with the word of the Lord and try to apply that to pimping, and that's wicked, man. A whoremonger is gonna have their part in the lake of fire. You're gonna be destroyed for that. All right. Now, is a whoremonger somebody who's actually selling women and profiting from that, or selling themselves, or whatever whore they're selling? Is that somebody who gets with a woman and then the woman leaves, so you get with another one? That's not the same thing. So Bishop Nathaniel is wrong on that. All right, look, that's why we say, once again, just get with a woman of another nation, because you could just be Samson, man. You could just have you a bunch of Delilahs. You know, she start tripping, whatever. I get with a different heathen woman. Get with this one. Hopefully she got a decent job, decent car. You know what I'm saying? Put some nice clothes on you. You know, a chain around your neck. You know, whatever. Just get with a heathen woman. All right? Are they gonna be mad? Of course they are. The heathens didn't like Samson, but so what? All right, but as far as dealing with the Israelite woman, you are supposed to deal. You are supposed to deal, you know, like that's, you know, as if she's a wife. But in certain cases, you got to cut off. So, you know, the whole thing, man. We need the kingdom, man. We need a kingdom. We need our land. We need things to be set up and ran in order. And this just goes to show you how, you know, when the house, when our own personal houses are not in order, how it extends to everybody else, to everything else you do. Your house isn't in order, so now your life isn't in order. The kids ain't in order. The woman ain't in order. That's why the Lord is coming and dealing with His men first. Right? He said, "What? I will visit the world, and I will begin with the house of Israel." So, shalom to you men of Israel. Any of you elect sisters listening as well. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.